they take a while. Keep it sticking away. Whoops.
There's no walking around. You're locked in a room and that's it. So although it's technically jail and not prison, it may as well be the same building.
It's the same facility.
It's the same
basically.
facility. Yeah.
Just
All the
different
facilities
class.
are exactly the same.
All right, got it.
In fact, I was told mine was worse because the other big jail in Romania, in Bucharest, Rahova, has a church, and you're allowed to go to the church, and there's a little bit of walking around, and you could possibly get a job and do something there. There's a tailor shop, whereas my jail or my prison, it serves both purposes, but it doesn't have any of that. It's you are in the room. That's it. Enjoy your time.
So how did you deal with it just for that time? Because you were with Andrew for a while, then they separated you?
No, I think we were separate at first, and then they put me and Andrew together so we could, I guess, so they could spy on us.
Yeah,
I guess,
probably.
Doesn't matter. What am I going to talk about? The time I used to kidnap people? Like, I don't know what they expected me to hear. Hey, Andrew, it's a shame we're in jail. We shouldn't have done all that kidnapping. Like, I don't know what they thought I was going to say. But we were in a room with just us two, no other people. So yeah, fine, listen to me. If that's the price I have to pay, I don't give a shit. You can listen to us talk shit about books and kickboxing and religion and smoke our cigarettes and do our push-ups. You want to listen to that? Good. I feel sorry for the officers who had to go through that tape because they're incredibly dull.
I was on trial. There was a guy I was on trial with. I had just met him on trial. Never met him before, right? It was 15 of us. I was a lead defendant. And he was a union guy. And we were on trial 7 months. They mentioned his name in the opening statement. And for 7 months, they never mentioned him again. He's sitting there, right? They were gonna wrap it up, and it was gonna be sent to the jury. The judge was gonna charge the jury. I said to him, "You're going home." They never even mentioned your name. The jury thinks you're a lawyer. They don't know who you are. They never even mentioned your name. Last day, this was so funny, Tristan. Last day, they play a tape for this guy, right? And on the tape, the room was bugged. And on the tape, he says, "Hey, listen," he's telling all his guys, remember, what we're doing is a crime here. If this room is bugged, we're all going to jail. Right? 3-minute tape. That's all he said. Convicted, 7 years he got.
Man. Did Andrew tell you the time that I made him laugh in court and we got sent back to jail?
No.
Oh, hilarious. So you get to court. It's a big shit show. It's not very organized. There's a bunch of cases being heard. They sit you down in jail. And we've been saying this is a Matrix attack from the very beginning. We've been saying it in our cell all the time. It's a kind of a running joke. So we're sitting in court, and this real scumbag-looking guy is standing up in court, and they're showing images on the screen of packed drugs, images with laptops with the screen censored. And Andrew doesn't speak Romanian very well, but words like pornography, child pornography sound very similar. So they were listing all this stuff that this guy did and this guy had in his house, and this guy really looked like a scumbag, and he's looking down at the floor. And Andrew and the judge is looking at us, and we're sitting there in court. And Andrew leans on my ear and goes, "Hey, what did this guy do?" And I leaned to his ear. I went, "Nothing. It's a Matrix attack." He bursts out laughing in court. And it's like in school when you say something funny that you shouldn't, and you're trying not to keep a straight face. So me and Andrew are sitting there trying to contain our laughter with these judges looking at us. Straight back to jail. That was our second month we got. We could have got out. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. But yeah.
Did he get mad at you afterwards?
That was pretty funny.
Why'd you make me laugh?
Well, yeah, no, he doesn't get mad at me. I mean, I understand also, although this lunatic who came into my house and made the false accusation was someone who got into the house by knowing me. Like,
SMHMH.
we don't do that. Oh, well, Tristan, it's your fault because this. Andrew, it's your fault because of this. I'm like, I am so honored that they want you to shut up so bad. They respect the strength of our brotherhood to the point where the Tate brothers have to go to jail. Even that webcam studio that I used to run that people on the internet talk about all the time, that was me. A lot more than it was Andrew. I was kind of running this business. I was also running little casinos, and I had a bunch of legal tax-payable businesses at the time. And that makes Andrew look bad. And,
it's probably gonna be late.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
We are the Tate brothers. You attack one of us, you attack both of us. I would be furious if they sent him to jail without me. If they said, "Andrew, you're guilty, Tristan, you're not," I'd be pissed.
I'm not really trying
I
to
get a
play
tent and sleep outside the
for
prison.
too
I don't know
long.
what I do. Like you better
never
send
know.
us
How long
both,
you going?
You know, I ain't letting him go alone. So I was glad I was in there with him. So no, there was no "you made me laugh." We found it hilarious. And
So it's no that you're not taking the heat because Andrew is more vocal and he's out there and he talks all the time. You're equal in this.
Well,
you're
yeah.
equal in doing nothing. Let's put it that way.
No. It's Andrew's fault because he keeps running his mouth. But what I won't do is let him take more than half the blame. Even if he's saying the thing, funding foreign wars, the COVID, the injections.
Do you cringe at times when you hear him talk?
No, I'm just like, I'll pack my jail bag, I don't
Well,
really
you got
care.
to get mad at this. The other day he was saying, I'm bored. Bring me back to prison. I want to go back. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he does say that. And you know what? Fine. The thing is this. If they convict me and send me to prison with this evidence I told you about allegedly orchestrating these people's social media accounts, even these people are defending me to this day. They're on TV saying this is stupid. There's no victims in the case. I don't know why they put me in the case.
I've heard women say that.
Yeah. They're brainwashed to go into the prosecution. Anyway, long story short, if they put me in jail, they didn't have to show everyone the evidence they convicted me. So fucking do it.
Right.
Dude, I ain't scared of jail. And I said this to one of the police officers. I was like, you've told the whole world I'm a human trafficker. You think they're going to be happy with this he told her to do TikTok posts bullshit? Everyone knows what human trafficking means. Holding people against their will, buying and selling people, forcing women into prostitution. We all know what human trafficking is, especially here in Romania. You think that people are going to be happy with your story that I made this person who never gave me any money, who lives in a city 6 hours away, more popular on social media by helping her out? I do the same with my personal trainer. If you think people are going to swallow this, then you're dumb. They've all said I'm a human trafficker. Prove it. Prove it and send me to jail. Prove to the world I'm a human trafficker and send me to prison. I don't give a shit because they're going to have to eventually show their cards. It's poker and I'm holding 2 aces. They've got a 7-2 split and there's aces all across the board. You can win somehow, but when you show the cards, you're going to show that you're a jackass. So good luck to them. Good luck to all 3 people involved, and they know who they are. It's 2 prosecutors and some detective, and I guess their careers are on the line. They better prove I'm a criminal somehow, because otherwise, Romania looks like a backwards country that just steals from foreigners who come here and try and live peaceful lives. Yeah. So these people's asses are on the line, and they know it. They're still interviewing people now. People I know. One was at an interview 3 days ago.
I was going to say, the problem they have is that your attitude is what it is, which is good, which is what it should be, but that angers them. And, it motivates them more to try to do, because you're making them look bad.
Well, they see it as arrogance.
Yeah.
I've heard from various people talking around, no, you're too arrogant about this. I'm saying, no, it's not arrogance. It's actually innocence. If I tell the world that you are a child molester, I wouldn't even want to put that negative energy out there in the world. You'd be like, Tristan's full of shit. Fuck that Tristan Tate guy. He's a loser. Of course he's making this up. And now I could say, oh, he's just being arrogant. It's not arrogance. You know you're innocent.
Yeah,
you're innocent, and you're going to tell me to go fuck myself. So the people who are trying to do this to me, they're legal professionals or not, they can go fuck themselves. I will be arrogant because I'm innocent of every single crime, and good luck proving it. Good luck proving it. I don't care.
Well, you know what? I admire that. Because not too many guys do that today. Yeah. And
Stupid bomb.
You're right.
Want a fucking
I'm
bomb.
innocent. Why should I sit here and make believe or put my head down or I'm innocent of this. And I love that attitude. Yeah. And you and your brother, you present yourself very well. I mean that. And it's again, you see all these people on social media is it's just
it's bad, isn't it?
It's just bad. It's unbelievable. People make up their minds knowing nothing. Nothing. They don't have a clue. And my wife gets mad at me sometimes. She said, I never answer comments. Every once in a while I'll do something. It just gets me.
Yeah.
And the reason I answer it is because I want everybody to see my answer. Because this guy is such a fool. Or this thing that you're saying is so ridiculous that you need to be exposed. I don't know if anybody reads it, but you make a comment. But then you just blow off steam like that. But listen, just stay strong. Listen, you got the right attitude. Hopefully it works out right. And these people all get pushed back. But the human, I don't even know how they can make a charge of human trafficking, realizing how serious human trafficking is.
I know.
And you said it all.
They're belittling a serious issue.
Yeah. I mean, they're belittling exactly a serious issue. And it's a shame they would even put that tag on it.
No, it's very sad. And like I said, as a father to a daughter, I'm just like, am I worried about going to prison? No. Am I worried about a guilty verdict for human trafficking on my name for the rest of my life? That offends me. That seriously offends me. More so, I would rather go to jail right now for a year for no reason than be convicted of human trafficking in Walmart.
Yeah.
On some plea. No way.
Big ass laser.
So that's why I'm fighting so hard. And I'll continue to fight. And they're
takes
going to
time.
have to people.
Well, listen, keep it up. Anything else you want to say? Or?
No, that's all. No, thank you for taking the time to come and talk to us. And I just want to say that when I was in prison, there were 3 people: a Dutch politician called Thierry Baudet, comedian Eddie Griffin, randomly, and you. You were the 3 people that made Romanian news, saying that these are trumped up charges and these boys are probably innocent. And when you're in jail, when you're in that situation, 3 months isn't a very long time, but I didn't know how long it was going to be. It's a real morale boost, so I'd like to personally thank you for somehow making it onto Romanian television, because it put a smile on my face.
Well, it was better to be on the television than in the jail with you. No, listen, honestly, I believed it all the time. I didn't believe any of this nonsense.
Appreciate it.
I could see right through it. But
Yeah, appreciate
it's
it.
great.
Thank you very much.
And I want to say this. You and your brother have
I'm not sure I want to do this emergency meeting today, because you've upset me already. I've seen the clips you're going to play, and I just have a feeling that at some point you're going to describe some of the people in some of these clips as my mates. And if you do that, I don't really want to be here on the emergency meeting, because I'm not mates with these people, Andrew, and you know I'm not. I've never been mates with them. I don't know them. And you're going to play the clip, and you're going to say my mate. So if you say, every time you say someone's my mate, I'm going to do 2 minutes of silence. And that's it. So let's run the emergency meeting like a professional. Let's be nice and informative to our viewers and our friends and the people who support us, without calling the people who we have to make fun of Tristan's mate. Do you think that's doable? You think you can do that today? Let's see. Let's hope so.
So I've decided in this emergency meeting to give you all some generalized life advice. Because it turns out...
The ashtray here.
Oh, fucking, and it begins.
What fucking begins? Put the fucking ashtray in the middle. We both need it, because we're both smoking.
I see.
No, you don't see. This isn't a setup or conspiracy. I don't work for Big Ashtray or government conglomerate.
All those years pretend to be my brother.
No. No, you don't see.
You made me spend calories moving the ashtray because you work for Big Food.
So you're gonna eat today, and that's my fault.
Correct. Sorry about my brother's treachery. Anyway, today I've decided to give you all some generalized life advice because it turns out that none of you know anything about anything. You're all very unwise people. You're just floundering through the world like this. Like dummies. And people like me who grew up on the streets will run circles around you, then steal your lunch.
Yeah.
That's what'll happen. You'll be standing there with a sandwich.
Yep. Ready to eat.
And I'll be running circles around you, and you'll be like... and then... I'll take your sandwich.
True.
And you'll stand there with no sandwich, confused in a daze, like Tristan's mates. So, it is for that reason that I am here, to give you all knowledge. Just little pieces of knowledge you should already know little interesting facts and world observations that you should have come to yourself, but you haven't because you're not perspicacious enough and you live in a daze which is induced by your constant and endless jerking off. You're sitting there jerking off so often, you haven't paid enough attention to anything. So I'm just going to give you some generalized life knowledge.
Yeah, true, because I mean, when you're not jerking off, you're thinking about when you can next jerk off, what you'll next jerk off to. The amount of calories and energy and brain power that goes into your jerking off is unacceptable.
It's true. You think about it far too often. Well, maybe you'll watch this porn.
Is that you? Is that you? Honestly, look yourselves in the mirror if you're, because you're anonymous now. You're just names and numbers in a chat room. But look at yourself in the mirror. You are also a real person, every single one of you. Look at yourself in the mirror and say out loud, what am I going to watch? What kind of porn? Next time I jerk off. Say it to yourself and see yourself through the eyes of me. The contempt, the hatred, the disappointment I would feel in you if that was a thought you actually had. Because that is a thought you actually have, but you think no one knows your thoughts.
I saw a video today that inspired this first nugget of information. So this is 10 life hacks by 10.
Okay.
If you want to live the best optimum human experience, I'm going to give you all the street knowledge that you never get yourself because you're too scared of life on the streets. And instead of running circles around you and stealing your lunch, I'm going to teach you things. So I saw this video, and it's very important you watch it, and then I explain to you what you can learn from it. Point one.
I have the worst anxiety. I have the worst OCD in the entire world. Like, I'm on meds for it. But
Oh, I have OCD too, and I'm on meds for it too.
What meds?
Lexapro.
Prozac.
Cute!
I have the worst anxiety. I have the worst OCD in the entire world. Like, I'm on meds for it.
Now you can see two of Tristan's mates there.
I swear, that's 4 minutes.
Just
4 minutes. Nope. 4 minutes of silence.
What's the matter?
Shut up.
Describing what meds they're on. Now here's life hack number one. For all you men out there, don't date, sleep with, fuck, or talk to any woman who's on any kind of med for anything in her brain. No medi. No medi-hos. Now let me explain to you why. Anyone who's on meds for their brain is basically saying they don't have a brain that works. And the problem is, you have enough difficulty as a man getting through to your partner, any logic or common sense, if her brain does work. If her brain doesn't work, it becomes harder than ever before. And the crazy thing about this is, when your stupid, desperate ass, who is so inclined to get his wee-wee wet in this contracepted, medicated female, goes through life dating these kind of girls, it is a ticking time bomb until they accuse you of some shit. Because they are victimizers. They self-victimize. Nobody takes these kind of meds without seeing themselves as a victim. Anyone who takes self-accountability in life wakes up and says, I'm an adult, my situation is my problem to fix, and I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna fix it, even if it's difficult, even if I'm happy, even if I'm sad. The people who take meds wake up and go, I don't feel good, it's not my fault, it's my brain's fault. I need some Prozac or Lexa fucking con or whatever that bimbo was talking about. These people are bad people because what they're saying is, when something happens in the relationship she doesn't like, it will never be her fault. It will never be her own actions. It'll be you doing it to her. And then, by extension, she's probably going to end up going to the cops on your ass. And the cops nowadays are not prudent and astute and professional enough to sit down and say, before you give me this entire spiel about how this person's abusive for whatever reason, are you on medication of any kind? And if they did ask that, and she said, yes, I need pills every day because my brain doesn't work, they wouldn't throw her case out. They say, that's fine. She has a condition. That's fine. In fact, he's a worse abuser. He's abused her worse because she has problems and he's taken advantage of her. So psychos who need pills to function, how many minutes you have? Minute and 22 seconds. Psychos who need pills to function can accuse you of things, and instead of the police saying, well, this person's not a reliable testimony is not a reliable statement. Instead, they'll take it and weaponize it against you further. So any woman who needs pills to not be suicidal, or needs pills for whatever other stupid shit, pills to sleep, pills to breathe, fuck knows why they're taking pills. Stay away from them. They've got a dangerous mindset, and they're gonna be trouble. The pussy ain't worth it. It's really not worth it. I know you're like desperate, and you really want to get your wee-wee wet, and you have very few options. But stay away from women on any of this kind of medication, because there's going to be a day you regret it. And when you go to court and say, you know, I know hundreds of men who went through breakups, and every time they went through a breakup, they never said I was a victim of anything. They just said it didn't work. But every single time this woman breaks up to me, and she's a victim of something for some reason. Isn't that strange? And why is she on all these medications? She's taking so many pills. Do you really trust her? Her lawyer will stand up and say, you see, Your Honor, he doesn't respect the medical conditions. He doesn't respect her OCD. He doesn't respect that she's a pony, a unicorn. Doesn't respect her gender. He's a misogynist. Put him in jail. That's what they're going to do. Okay, I'm back. Oh, thanks for coming back. I was just talking about your mates. So, stay away from these kind of women. Anyone who's medicated as a chick, stay away from it. In fact, you should stay away from medicated people in general. Because of what I said earlier about the fact that they don't take responsibility for anything. Everything is someone else's fault, wasn't their fault. Would you want a member of staff, even a man, who needs pills so he doesn't want to shoot himself? Or he needs pills because he has OCD. I have OCD. What does that mean? I'm obsessed with what? Jerking off. Okay, you jerk your dick all day long. And if you take pills, you sometimes stop because it goes limp. Yeah, here's a job. Who hires these people? Anyone who is on any kind of pills or anything, I don't talk to. I don't want them near me. I don't talk to them. Call me a terrible person all you want. That's one of the great things about being rich. You have choice. I have choice who I date. I have choice who I hire. And I ostracize all of these people who cannot function because you know what? Make a sip. Cups at topg.com. If my life is more difficult than theirs, and I promise you it is, and I'm not taking pills, why the fuck am I going to hire someone or associate with someone who's pussying out about life, with an easy life, popping pills all day? It's a bad attitude. So all of these people, stay away from them. Stay away from them all. I don't want to throw shots and cause internet beefs, etc. But I lost a lot of respect for Jordan Peterson when he ended up addicted to antidepressants. You talk about mental models and mind work and fucking clean the room, whatever, as if you don't have a girl to clean the room. Duh. That's the Andrew Tate versus Jordan Peterson. Get your woman to clean the room. Top G. Anyway, then you're addicted to meds and crying all the time and suicidal. And bro, stay off this shit. It's all poison for your mind. Stay away from it. Stay away from people who take it. So, if any of you are watching this, and there's 30,000 of you, so there must be some of the girls you're dating are on some kind of medication for something. That is trouble waiting to happen. Let them take their trouble and their pussy to some other guy.
Thanks. Thanks, bro. Thank you. This is my anti-jerk-off aproxylin, yeah? This is my sad feelings of Toplin, and this is my Hozak, because I can't get laid and I'm sad about women, yes? These are my pills, yes? These are my meds for today. Thank you. Andrew doesn't know I take these, so it's kind of rude for me to interrupt the emergency meeting by giving you these. Andrew's not aware that I'm on all these meds, but thank you very much. Next time, bring it to me in private. What do you mean I don't take meds? My anti-jerk-off aproxylin.
You don't take meds. Why are you pretending you take meds? We've never taken meds for anything. Ever.
My mood has changed. Andrew, I'm sorry for getting mad at you because calling people my mates. I'm now in a good mood. Sorry, my brain wasn't working.
Okay, so avoid medicated people, avoid medihos. And you know what? It's scary because like 40% of women are on this shit now. And they're fucking loopy. Add in contraception, and they really go crazy.
Oh, this one makes my dick not work.
They're vitamin pills.
What are you talking about?
Are you belittling my medical conditions? My meds are necessary for the functioning of my brain. Without them, I would be sad. And you,
Need some help.
to mock me live on the internet for taking my anti-jerk-off approximately.
Okay, whatever. Stay away from Medihos. Guys, this is very important because all these women are taking this shit. And they're all constantly victims of everything. Everything bad that happens is not their fault, and they're all on pills. Stay away from this shit. That's the first bit of life advice from Tate. There's 10 life hacks. That's the first one. Second one. I tweeted something the other day. Oh, you talk to me. Because your meds allow you to talk to me, even though I tell everyone that they're your mate.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When you say these people's brains don't work, it's not my fault, it's my brain's fault. As a person with a bunch of medical conditions who takes meds, listen, the science may say, sorry, the fascists may say things like, but your brain's just part of your body. It isn't, Andrew. It's my brain's fault. If I steal, I can blame my hand. And if I'm retarded, I can blame my brain. If I'm gay and retarded, I need meds. And I, as you all know, need meds. You've all seen it live on the internet. It is beyond all reasonable doubt, because everything we put on the internet is 100% true. And that's why we have to go to court and defend ourselves for jokes we made online 9 years ago.
Genuine question. Would you trust a judge or a lawyer or a pilot who's on antidepressants? Or has an OCD problem and takes some random pill for OCD or for anxiety? Oh, I'm your pilot. Hello, welcome to Anxiety Airways. I'm your pilot, so just buckle in. But if anything bad happens and I get a little bit anxious during turbulence, I need pills. Otherwise, I have a mental breakdown and pee my pants. Buckle up.
It is. I actually, sorry, have peed my pants already. Alex was late with my meds.
There's a huge percentage of lawyers, judges, pilots, doctors, surgeons on these meds. Welcome to the world. The world's fucked. There's a whole bunch of people you need and you rely on who are taking a bunch of mind-altering drugs because if they don't, they pee their pants.
Brothers, business partners, podcast hosts.
I'm gonna get you back. I'll get you back with the only medicine I've ever needed in my life. Fire. The true man's medicine. The medicine of the real man. You can take all the meds you want. Fire blood is the only medicine any real man has ever needed.
Was it prescribed to you by a corrupt doctor who gets extra bonuses if it's given to his patients?
No, it wasn't.
Well, then how can you trust it? Oh, you don't trust medical science?
No, I don't.
You don't trust medical science. So you're saying that you can trust fire blood, even though it wasn't prescribed to you by a doctor who's in bad health anyway, who gets a financial bonus from giving you that supplement. How can you possibly trust that stuff? You're crazy. You need meds.
Get your fire blood at topg.com. It tastes absolutely disgusting, but it's got 7,000 or 8,000% of every vitamin you need because you're a man. You don't care what it tastes like. There's my fucking meds. Next woman who says to me, I've got OCD and anxiety. And I say, drink this. Drink your...
Tobacco proxylate.
Have a fucking cigar, have a coffee, and drink some fucking fire blood. Then clean my room. Message Jordan Peterson, let him know it's done. Had enough of this shit. Stay away from Medihos. First thing. Next! Tweet something. Talk about these girls on contraception. 2. Contraceptihos.
Contraceptihos. Make sure you get the correct spelling. Contracepti. I think it's got 3 Y's. Contracepti. 3 Y's.
It's with an I, actually.
Oh, it's an I.
CONTRACEPTI hose. Contraceptihos.
Contraceptihos, yeah.
Your sperm, which you're wasting because you just jerk off into a tissue, can create beautiful life and can create beautiful children. You're spending all your money and all your time running around restaurants in Miami trying to get the opportunity via thousands of your dollars you've earned to waste your sperm, dumping it into some contracepted female who backtalks you and wouldn't give a shit for more than 5 minutes if you went to jail.
Okay.
Stop. It's fucking gay. A lot of people don't understand that there's a lot of gay ways to have sex with a girl.
Oh yeah, you can have gay sex with women.
All the time.
All the time. In fact, most gay sex that happens is between men and women.
And people are like, oh yeah, but it's a girl. But it's gay.
It is gay.
She's loaded with chemicals so she cannot reproduce. She doesn't give a shit about you. You spend all your money on her. And she's like, I want to have sex for fun. And you're just dumping your sperm to die. Your soldiers, your heroes, dumping them to die in the lifeless void of her puss.
Let me ask you a question. If you live in the desert, okay, and you spend thousands of dollars on seeds and fertilizer, and then you spend months plowing the desert sand and planting fruits, are you really a farmer? Or are you just mixing seeds with sand? Are you in fact A, a farmer, or B, a cunt? Because I think you're a cunt, and you'd be wasting diesel for your tractors, seed, energy, calories, manpower, just to mix the seeds with sand, and nothing happens. You are not a farmer, my friend. You're a jackass.
If you're having sex with a woman, there should at least be a possibility of pregnancy.
A possibility.
Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't.
Gamble with the pull-out man.
Wham.
It's what it is.
It's fine. It's fine. Because children are a blessing from God, and you'll never regret any children you get. Every time you get a child, you'll always be glad you have that child. So, going into these barren wastelands, these expensive barren wastelands, you're at fucking Burning Man. You're walking around Burning Man. It's been 3 days. You're such a dipshit. You spent all your money to go there thinking, I saw 4 hot girls on Instagram at Burning Man, scantily dressed. This is going to be full of girls. And then you go and you see it's full of dudes looking for the same 4 girls. So you're one of them and you're walking around. And you're very lucky by some freak accident, by some absolute twist of fate. As you walk out of the drug tent, you manage to see one of the very few attractive females standing there by herself.
Okay, now she's standing there, dehydrated, high on ecstasy,
With a hairy pussy.
with fake extensions in her hair,
And she's dancing.
and she's only had 1 bucket shower in the last 3 days.
And you go up to her and say, hey, that's great dancing.
Would you like to have sex with me?
And she goes, okay. So then you go and you walk through the mud for 45 minutes to find a tent. And you take off her clothes and you ignore her BO and you dump your sperm, which can create beautiful life, into her barren, lifeless pussy. Then, what you do is you go and tell your friends you did it. Hey guys, I got this really hot girl at Burning Man. I just came out the tent. She was there. I went up to her. I just said, hey, that's nice dancing. I just got her. Back to the tent. Bam, bam. I banged her. You're gay.
Yeah, you're gay.
That is gay.
Gay sex. You just had gay sex. Congratulations. Get an AIDS test.
Because you're a faggot. It's the gayest sex I've ever heard. There's no chance of life. There's no chance of babies. If you go to jail the next day and she somehow gets the memo, she won't give a shit. Why do you sleep with a girl who won't care if you go to jail? Because eventually, if you have any kind of opinion, you're going to go to jail. She needs to at least write to you. She ain't writing to you. What the fucking purpose is she? Stay away from these women who can't have kids. They're full of contraceptives. They're barren, lifeless, and they want sex. They want your energy, like vampires. I'm horny. You're horny. Where's my fucking kids? What do you mean you're horny? What are we having sex for? For fucking what? Exercise? What is this, gay? This is gay.
That's gay.
I want to have sex, I want to have sex, I want to have sex. If you want to have sex so bad, get off the pill.
Yeah, jujitsu with men, where you're rolling around on the floor with men, is far better and less gay exercise than having hard sex with a woman who you can't get pregnant with. At least you're learning to fight. It's something. Okay. It's less gay. Jiu-jitsu, shirtless jiu-jitsu with men on the floor isn't gay. But having sex with a girl at Burning Man who has a fucking UTI and fucking STDs and fucking contraceptive pills in her blood and ecstasy in her system is very gay. Very gay. Remember that. You can have gay sex with women. There should at least be a chance that life is created from sex.
To avoid that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Number 3. The world needs to urgently and quickly stop giving random babies to gay dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know how this became a thing. I don't know whose baby this is. But I really think that my advice to you at home is to not encourage or pretend this is ever normal or okay. Whose baby?
Yeah, because I've had babies. Babies have been had that I have fathered. I've fathered babies, right? Not for 1 second did I think, I know what I'll do with this baby. I'll give it to that guy in the dress with the hairy chest.
And his boyfriend.
I'm gonna give the baby to him because I understand there are reasons to give your babies away. People are put up for adoption. Lots of times people they're gonna die. You give the kids to the godfather. I understand that some kids are raised by people who aren't their biological parents, and that's a great thing. And there are a lot of people who foster with their wives and taking these children, and it's beautiful. But if you need to give a baby away, don't give it to that dude.
So here's the life advice in this. Because the life advice is, if you give an inch, the world takes a mile. That's how it works. So if you see something that's wrong, nip it in the bud. We should have nipped this shit in the bud long ago. We just wanted to get married. We just want equal rights. We just want. 7 years later, they're stealing.
We want your baby.
They're stealing everyone's babies. It's out of control. So as a man, my next bit of life advice, so avoid medihos, avoid contraceptives, because that makes you gay. Let's put this in. Homosexual.
Yeah, all those things are good.
Okay. Very important point.
Don't sell your children to gays.
I'll put it as a more generalized. If you see something which is against your principles, even only slightly, it's still against your principles. It's binary. It's yes or no, black and white. Don't say it's only a little bit against my principles because it's okay. Because once the principles have been broken, it's a sliding scale into hell, which is where we are now. We're sliding into hell. There's no need for these things to be happening. There's no need for any of this. It doesn't benefit anybody. It's all just insanity on every level. The Western project, the Western experiment is collapsing in real time. So you need to stand on your principles instantly, because if you give an inch, they will take a mile. That's very important.
I'd actually argue, hear me out, that if all social media didn't exist, you imagine life in the 1940s. Barely anyone has a telephone. When you're in your house, you're just in your house. And when you're in public, you're in public. And you don't meet people. When you're in your apartment, you have no contact with the outside world. I would argue that these dudes wouldn't want your babies if they couldn't show them off on the internet.
Oh yeah, it's a flex.
If these dudes just lived with their boyfriend in their house, they wouldn't want your screaming, pooing baby in their house. They want it so they can show the internet they have it.
Next piece of life advice. Guys, I grew up on the street. Is very important. This is very important. Don't cook anymore. I'm tired of seeing all you broke dudes cooking. You know, there's this weird thing on the internet. Like, I guess I'm in the conservative red pill alpha male space of Twitter. And you see all these dudes and like, I just cooked a real steak. Like, I just cooked a man's steak. Cooking a steak does not make you a man. It's gay. Cooking is probably the lowest ROI activity that anyone can engage in. You should only cook if you're already a millionaire and extremely boring.
Yeah.
So that you're the kind of boring person who enjoys making food, but you're already so rich your time doesn't matter. Because the time you spend shopping, buying food, preparing food, cooking food, cleaning up after yourself is enough money, is enough time to literally become financially free.
Yeah.
And you're doing that 3 times a day.
Every day.
You can order food for cheap. Hasn't got to be unhealthy. You can get rotisserie chicken and a bag of salad for $3 or $4. Done. You can ask your female to microwave it, quickly eat it as fast as possible, and get back to your lesson inside of the real world. We have lessons all day, every day. You don't have time to be cooking because there's lessons to be taking part in. Why are you cooking food? The ROI on food cooking is ridiculously low. I don't understand. Every time I see a poor person, like, oh, I'm just going to cook a meal. You're broke. You don't have an hour and a half. You're poor. You don't have an hour. Stop it. Biggest time waste is cooking. You have to sleep and you have to eat, but you don't have to cook. Cut that shit out. Find a healthy way to get food to you delivered so you can focus on your tasks. And it doesn't make you a real man to do the barbecue. It's just the most pathetic attempt at being masculine I've ever seen. If you're such a tough guy, get in the cave.
Yeah, and me and Andrew actually ate the same thing every day for 6 years. So we practiced what we preach before we had the internet.
Well,
so
that's true. Tell the story. That's true.
I did, and Andrew did, sometimes cook. But here's cooking. Boil rice, fry meat, open cans of peas and shit.
Kidney beans.
Mix it all together in a big pot, this big, and for 3 or 4 days, eat it out of the microwave. That was it.
We cook once every 5 days.
Half an hour to make 3 or 4 days worth of food is worth it. The thing is, look, I don't know if all you gays are slow eaters or not. If I had to, I don't know, spend an hour preparing something that would give me 5 hours of joy, I think, okay, that at least makes some sense.
Yep.
But there is not a fucking meal alive, and this is a challenge to any of you cooking gays on the internet. I will fly you here, and if you can cook a meal in less time than it takes me to eat the meal, I'll agree that the ROI might be there. But there is not a fucking meal you could prepare in any amount of time that I can't eat in 1/5 of the time. An hour and a half of this, and I'm a fast eater. It will be 48 seconds of this. What the fuck are you doing?
And you're doing it because I guess you want to exercise some creative juices of some type, which should be used towards making money, or you want to assert your dominance and your competence to the people in your house or your woman and show that you're capable, which should be used for making money. It's just a pathetic attempt at, I'm the man, I do the barbecue. You're gay. You're gay. Go in the cage and fight, then get out the cage and get rich. Stop fucking around cooking at a barbecue. You're not a tough guy. It's all gay. Cooking, whenever I see a broke person come to me and say, what's your number one advice to not get rich, to not be poor anymore, and I want to become rich, I say, stop cooking because you're wasting way too much time. Give that shit up. 4, don't cook anymore.
No, cook bros equal gay.
Cook bros equals gay. Yeah, we'll write that down. Next, a logical extension. Live with men you're in competition with. If you're in competition, oh wait, shit.
Chance is trying to join.
I'm not talking to you for 2 minutes. My meds are
Yo, oh shit.
Take your meds.
No.
Shit, he was in the fucking tent.
No.
meds.
2 minutes.
Take your meds.
Bye.
He's hiding in the tent by the loadout.
So that was a video of Tristan and his mate standing around looking at his girlfriend that he eventually managed to sleep with. Congratulations. Just saying. Live with men you're in competition with. So, you and your friends need to have friendly competition at all times. Now, you dorks at home probably already have banter with your friends. But here's how you gay men do it. You go up to your friend, you go, hey, bro. Hey, Tony. Yeah, do you watch the game? Probably not. Your TV's not as big as mine, huh? Because you're just a bunch of homos. No. You need to meet your friends, and you need to have banter and competition around things that matter. Who's got the most money? Who's worked hardest? Who's discovered XYZ? Crypto, stock, new way of generating income? Who's trained that day? Who has the most children? Put some actual competitions together that matter and start competing and being around people, because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Everybody knows this. So why don't you get some genuine metrics that will improve your life? You won't have time to stand around cooking meals if you're friends with somebody who works out for 3 hours a day, for example, because you're going to need to find 3 hours a day to train to beat him, which means you're going to have to just eat that rotisserie chicken as you do squats like a man should, or drink your fire blood, and there, you have everything you need. Fire blood, rotisserie chicken, bam, done. You don't have time for this cooking. It's gay. Live with men you're in competition with. This is ultra important because you can measure yourself against your circle. If Tristan comes downstairs and says, I've done 1,000 push-ups, I will do anything it takes to do 1,001 just to annoy him. Because I know that he then has to do 1,002. And pissing him off is worth it. It's always worth it. And that's why you need to have that kind of competition. Now, you and your dickhead friends sit around and laugh and have competition about, I don't know, sports teams or Drake or I don't know what the fuck you people are doing. Burning Man, you're a bunch of losers. Get your act together. Get some genuine metrics, things that matter. And once they're all put together, you're going to live in a naturally competitive environment, which is going to increase your testosterone level and it's going to prevent you from doing a lot of dumb shit. So, Tristan, can you please write on the board, live in competition? Tristan's on protest because I busted him and his fucking mates. And the competition one's great, you know, because you can apply it to everything. For example, I could have a competition with with Tristan, with my brother or the other guys I live with. Whose girlfriends are on the least medication? I win. 0. Whose girlfriends are not full of contraceptives with dead pussies? You know? Who's the most stubborn when it comes to their principles to the point they get dragged to a jail cell? Well, it's close between me and T on that. We'll ride to the end. Who spends the least time cooking? Well, it's going to be hard to beat my record of 0 fucking minutes. 0 minutes a day. Someone bring me food. And a female or a member of staff complies instantly. I ain't got time for that shit.
You know who loses this most time cooking? Your mate, Bailey. You know why?
That fucking cunt.
He uses the fucking microwave, doesn't he? If I have steak from yesterday in the fridge and I'm hungry, I'm having cold steak.
We got no time to waste.
Bailey's Mr. Microwave.
Is he?
3 minutes.
3 minutes!
I know. Fucking hell, it's pathetic. It's embarrassing.
Fucking hell. No wonder he'd ever get ahead in life. No wonder he's so short. His neck ain't gonna grow if you're standing in front of the fucking microwave getting your balls radiated.
Yeah, I think his neck is thin because the radiation from the microwave fucking irradiates his face and gets skinny neck.
I want my food warm, please.
Microwave neck. Whereas the cold steak going down my throat builds the muscles of my neck and traps.
It's not even about the temperature. It's about the fact that just give me the fucking steak. I'm hungry. I'll eat it in 33 seconds and I can continue with my life. Who gives a shit? Anyway, cooking annoys me because all these tough guys on Twitter talk about cooking and none of them are tough guys. They're all fucking losers. Do you know the thing about Twitter when you're as famous as me? I've got 9.2 million followers, blah, blah, blah. I see all these Twitter accounts and they're all insignificant compared to me and they're all nobodies. And they all talk tough and shit. And I just remember during COVID seeing them all wear masks and talk about the vaccine. They're all full of shit. Everyone on the internet's full of shit besides us, T.
True.
There's a reason why we're the most famous men on the planet. Every single one is full of shit. You name somebody. Oh, this guy's good. They're all full of shit. They all fucking cuck during COVID. They all sit around cooking their meals and getting pegged by their wives. It's all bullshit. It's gay. Anyway, more life advice, because I've got loads. Carry a sword when you need to make important decisions. Now, I did a Tate speech on this. Let me find the clip from the Tate speech if I can. About why it's important you should have a sword. Because a sword allows you to be as brave as possible when making decisions. And I think that it allows you to have some clarity, some masculine clarity. So next time you're sitting around your house and you're thinking, what should I do? Pick up a sword while you think about it. Let me explain my point of view here. If every man on earth walked around with a sword, then when the females who have been emotionally manipulated try and manipulate the men won't listen. That will make the female have more respect for the man. The frame will change. The female's mind will start to naturally align with the worldview of the male. And most of the issues of the world, when it comes to liberalism or any of this crazy shit, you could name anything, would basically go away. We can fix this. It can all be fixed. You just need to carry a sword around your house. That's all you gotta do. And then all the emotional ploys, it won't work. You're a full-grown man, you're sitting there, you're watching the news. They're saying something, whatever they're saying. It's good that you don't eat meat, climate change, and you're sitting there with a sword. So I do. Climate change, don't eat meat. Fuck off. Tell me what to do. I eat what I fucking want. I got a sword. You ain't telling me what to do. You sit there without a sword. This is you. No cigar, no sword, nothing. Is that you? That life you live? That's who you want to be as a man? Please understand that the propaganda machine uses emotional manipulation because females are susceptible to it. Then they've weakened males on purpose. They've weakened you so that when the female gives her opinions, which are not original, they're not well thought through, they're not perspicaciously derived. No, they were told to her by a manipulative machine, which is interested in creating slaves. And when she repeats those opinions to you, you sit there and go, yeah, okay. Well, you know, you said we would have sex last month. Do better. And stage one, The first step to fixing Earth and fixing your miserable life is to walk around your house with a sword. So the point I'm making here is a meta point. It's a larger point, and I'm trying to explain to you that the reason most of your lives suck is because you don't take the brave choice. Taking the brave choice allows you to basically win all of the time because God loves the
Chance
brave
joined
and the
back
courageous.
again.
The reason your lives are shit is because you've been cowards all the time.
Yeah, can you hear
So
me,
let me give you an
Chance?
example. Pass me the sword if you wouldn't mind. old
Gotta
friend.
be in because it's like echoing.
So let me give you an
He's
example.
there.
Tristan, please ask me if I should get the COVID vaccine.
Right above
Hey,
us.
Andrew, everyone's getting this
Oh.
COVID vaccination. I think you should get the COVID vaccination with me.
Well,
There's multiple.
I do have other vaccines, and all in all, they've been pretty
Oh my
successful.
God,
and I
they're
guess the
fucking
medical
everywhere.
industry is designed and pretty good at keeping people alive. We can't argue that more people would die without hospitals than with hospitals. And COVID is a new disease, and it's impossible to know how dangerous it is. Perhaps I should get the COVID
All right, I'm
vaccine.
landing by you, Corey.
Now ask me again.
All right.
Hey, Andrew, everyone's getting this COVID vaccine to prevent COVID. I'm thinking of going to get it. You want to get it with me?
They're all over the gosh darn place.
Fuck your vaccine. Bruh, vaccine? I'm from the streets. Vaccine? You think I'm scared of vaccine? I've been dodging bullets, bruv. I've got a sword. Fuck them. If COVID wants to come to my house. Do you understand? Let's try it again.
Okay, I'm going to try again. Don't worry. I know the questions. Hey, Andrew, there's this girl who I know, a friend of one of my girls. She really wants to hook up with you.
Oh, shit.
She's on contraceptive
Got him
pills.
right here.
Nice. Great. So I can just have sex with her. I can get my
Oh,
penis
someone below
Pretty
us.
hot.
and all my sperm will just die, and I can just have sex with her.
You'll be
and
fine.
then she'll tell me how good I am after I put all that energy in, and I can do that instead of making money and seeing my friends.
Exactly.
Wow. And she's pretty?
Very. Hey, Andrew, my girlfriend has this friend who's really hot who wants to have sex with you. She's on contraceptive pills.
Right here.
I have
They're
no
top?
interest
Do it.
in having sex
Oh, I
with these
see.
females unless I breed them because I need sons. It is my interest only
Good
to
job.
expand my dynasty
He's still
and my
right on
bloodline
thing.
so that the
Two of
future
them.
Matrix has to deal with the Andrew Tates of 2030, 2040, and 2050. I must have a lineage of warriors who are unafraid of slavery. I have no interest in her dead pussy or her bullshit. And tell her the chance of me taking her on a fucking date to sit there and listen to her crap about astrology so I can dump my perfect sperm into her dead puss is zero.
One more. Hey, Andrew, I'm really hungry. What are we having for dinner tonight? I think together you and I should prepare a delicious meal.
Oh yeah, I saw this Jamie Oliver clip. It was great. And what you do is you get the onions and then you peel the onions and then you cut the onions and then you cry a little bit. And then after the onions are cut, you get the garlic and then you peel the garlic and then you cut the garlic. In about 2 hours, we'll have about 6 minutes worth of nutrition.
Sword. Hey, Andrew, I'm hungry. For dinner tonight, I'm thinking you and I hit the kitchen and prepare a meal for us, for ourselves.
Are you fucking gay? Get a woman to do it. There's all these fucking bitches now. Tell them to fucking cook. Order something. What if I got shit to do? What do you mean fucking prepare a meal? Meal's already prepared. Sandwich!
So do you see how this works, ladies and gentlemen? And you could be from anywhere in the world. Maybe not a sword, but any type of weapon. How do you feel on that day? Katana, mace, you know? Something old school. A musket, maybe. But still, the principle's the same.
If you walked around your house with a musket, you'd make better decisions.
Musket with a bayonet. I don't know. Hey, Dad, today the school teachers said that I might be non-binary.
Revolution time! You need to have your weapons, because then you'll finally do the right thing. So you should have a sword with you all the time, and your whole personality will change. You might finally be a man. You might finally stop jerking off. It's extremely important.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because a lot of the important questions aren't asked by your brother or friend. They're asked within your own mind. I'll give you an example. I wake up 7 a.m. I went to sleep at 7:01, minus 1 minute sleep.
Jake.
Oh, I'm quite tired. Do I get up and train or do I go back to sleep? Nation with me.
Well, I do have other vaccines, and all in all, they've been pretty successful, and I guess the medical industry is designed. It's zero!
I might be non-binary.
Revolution time! You need to have your weapons, because then you'll finally do the right thing. So you should have a sword with you all the time, and your whole personality will change. You might finally be a man. You might finally stop jerking off. It's extremely important.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because a lot of the important questions aren't asked by your brother or friend. They're asked within your own mind. I'll give you an example. I wake up 7 a.m. I went to sleep at 7:01, minus 1 minute sleep.
Jake.
Oh, I'm quite tired. Do I get up and train or do I go back to sleep? Would the fucking Knights Templar, the Crusaders, go back to sleep? Where's your sword next to your bed?
Okay, exactly. You wake up and you're tired. Imagine this. You wake up.
I'm tired. I want to close my eyes. I'm tired like a baby.
And your squire hands you your sword.
It's done. You're awake now.
So here's another one. You're walking around. I'm feeling horny. Maybe I should go to P-O. I'm feeling horny. You have a sword? No, you're gonna fucking Count of Monte Cristo it. Go out and seduce some women like a fucking man. Some non-contracepted women.
No medihose. You do the right thing. It's actually an amazing point because you and I, not many people know this about us, we have a problem with napping.
Yeah.
We're anti-nap.
That's the one thing we'll bully each other for.
If anyone catches the other one having a nap, they get bullied.
Bullied.
I'm tired like a baby, and no one have my nap because I'm tired like a baby, and babies are tired, and my eyes are tired. I would have being like a baby.
Pick up the sword and do that again.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. I'm holding a fucking sword. Next time you're tired, pick up a sword. You'll never be tired ever again. You'll never fucking sleep again. This is the thing. Naps are so important because people are always fucking napping. And they're like, sleep's really important for your cognitive and your muscles. If that's so true, how come you fuckers sleep more than me? I sleep 4 hours a day. I'm built like a fucking tank. I beat the shit out of you and I'm smarter than all of you and I'm richer than all of you. Why are you sleeping so much if it hasn't helped you at all?
Yeah.
Clearly you're just lazy. And you think, oh, just have a nap. How do you even sleep? I can't even sleep. I've got too many things in my mind, too many problems to solve. You're sitting there sleeping away, jerking off like a loser. Fuck that shit. And you should bully all your friends for napping. Because you know who takes naps? Babies. Babies love naps. So next time you see your friend napping, say, oh, you know, I know someone else who takes a nap. It's a baby. It's 1 year old. I know this 1-year-old who loves naps. Oh, did you have a nice nap? Especially when you're flying. We caught Justin Waller napping on the plane.
So this is actually an expose, and I guess we shouldn't really out him publicly. But Justin Waller... I'm not saying he's gay, but I've seen him sleeping with men. Or he's tried to sleep with me before. Do you want to go into detail?
Yeah, we were on a plane and we were flying. It was an 8-hour flight.
Report unusual behavior.
We got on the plane like 1 a.m. It was already very tiring. And by now it was like 7 or 8 a.m. our time. And my brother and I are sitting there necking coffees for no reason, just to stare out the window and stay awake because we refuse to nap or sleep in any regard ever because for some reason that makes you a coward and makes you gay. And then Justin closed his eyes and he was on his chair with his eyes closed trying to sleep. And there was another man on a chair next to him. So it looked like he was sleeping with men.
With men. Well, here's the thing. I was sitting opposite him on the jet. So he was trying to sleep with me, but I didn't want to sleep with him back.
You see? All those times you had a nap on a plane. Oh, on a plane, I'll just have a nap. You were sleeping with a bunch of dudes. How many dudes were on that plane? You had sex with all of them. Get an AIDS test.
Get an AIDS test. You're officially a faggot.
Stop napping. No
car rides. Oh, no.
Oh,
not in this outfit. There's no fucking car ride napping in our outfit. You're trying to sleep with a man while he's driving? Gay?
Yeah, it's true. You and I drove. We went to
We refused to sleep. We could take shifts and sleep and nap. We can't do it. No one sees us do this. It's to God and ourselves only.
We were in Munich, Germany. We had just tested the Bugatti before our Bugatti turned up.
Yeah.
It was 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. we did the test track. We did all the test things in Germany. We finished about 3 p.m. We went back to the hotel. We had the Porsche outside and we're like, fuck it, let's drive home. And from Munich to Bucharest is about 24 hours. We'd already been driving all day. And we hammered 24 straight hours. No shifts of sleep. The other person who was in the passenger seat stayed awake to play songs. No one was allowed to sleep ever. Sleeping is gay. Napping is gay. We just stayed awake for like 39 hours driving Porsches and Bugattis like heroes. And you're right, none of this is filmed. Nobody knew. It's just me and you saying, if you sleep, you're gay.
You're trying to sleep with me. Look, and I'm sure you slept with your male friends while movies were on. What could be more gay? We watched a movie and slept together. What?
Super gay.
You are gay.
Stop napping. Stop it. No naps.
Forever.
You don't have time for naps. You don't have time to cook. You need to try and get rich. You do not have time for these things. We've explained to you at length how life is going to become basically unlivable for the average man. Our next emergency meeting, we're going to talk about all the things the elites have been saying, because they've been saying it again. They say it very obvious. Yeah, AI is going to replace everyone's jobs. You're going to have no job, no money, no income. You're going to be fucked. You need to get rich now. And you're like, I'm tired. I'll get rich, but right now I'm tired. Me coach, man. I have a nap. I'm tired. You wouldn't be tired if you walked around with a sword, you fucking gay boy.
Good. Carry a sword.
Right, one more piece of advice before we do our unfair advantage. Here. This is a nice, boring one. But I want to explain myself, because a lot of people might misunderstand me. Let me explain it. Let me, Mr. Producer. Mr. Producer. You don't need drugs. You don't need alcohol. You don't need parties or festivals. You don't need fun. Now, this was during Ramadan, but I want to explain something to you. Fun is the vector from which Satan operates. Every time you look at something which is fun, Satan loves that crap. And women love fun, so it attracts women. We just looked at that Burning Man thing. That girl wants attention. She wants to fit in with the crowd and tell everyone she went to Burning Man. She wants to dress as naked as possible, and she wants fun. So Satan. It's all satanic. Then she does a bunch of drugs, and she goes there. Then you have a bunch of dudes trying to bang her in her dead puss, which once again is just satanic. And everyone stands around in the mud doing satanic bullshit. There's no family to be born. There's no beautiful resistance of enslavement. There's no fight against the matrix. There's no money to be made. You don't retire your mother. You don't help the world. You don't give to charity. You don't become stronger. You don't become wiser. You don't learn anything. It's all just hedonistic, satanic bullshit. Next time you think of what is fun, and someone goes, guys, come, it'll be fun. Sit there and go, wait. Will it?
You know what was fun for me? Going to fucking jail. That was hilarious. That was loads of fun.
Yeah, because it's an experience. And experiences don't have to be positive for them to be fun. Guys, we're going to cut the Twitter feed. You can find us exclusively on Rumble at Tape Speech. Come over to the Rumble feed so we can finish up. Experiences are unique. Jail was a unique experience. Bunch of fun. Unique. If we
was kickboxing? Were any of your kickboxing fights fun?
No.
Because mine fucking weren't. They were horrible.
Of course. But they had to be done. Because that's what made me top G. Life's not about fun as a man. Life is about doing the right thing because it must be done. Now, there are some things that are fun which can be earned. And there are some things which are fun that you could do which perhaps involve skill. Driving a supercar around a racetrack is fun. It involves skill. You have to be good at what you do. Cool.
You have to have made $250,000 to buy a car at least.
You earned it. But a lot of this fun that is easily accessible to everyone, because not everybody can get a Ferrari on a closed racetrack. I can, you can't, because you're poor.
Yeah, because I'll give you an example. People are going to troll you with back when you used to drink, the clips of you going, woo, gin and tonics. Cool. Gin and tonics on that boat that cost us $450,000 a week to rent, okay? That we flew there on a private jet that cost $130,000 for the 2-hour flight, okay? That's peak level appreciating what you've done in life for a few brief moments before waking up the next day, and the part that wasn't filmed, sitting on our laptops on the yacht making more money.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can earn fun, but if you're broke, you're nobody, you're at home, hey, gin and tonics, woo, hey, cigar, you're a fucking clown. That doesn't make you